This is Nightline.
Tonight, Prince Harry's desire for peace.
I would love reconciliation with my family.
After losing a fight for increased security, telling the BBC why he says it's impossible to bring his family back to England. Plus, Kelsey Grammer, the beloved Frasier star.
Copernicus called, and you are not the center of the universe.
Opening up for the first time about losing his beloved sister 50 years ago.
She kept saying, please don't let him kill me. Don't let them kill me.
Revisiting the site of her murder.
So she was basically on her knees, trying to make her way to some help somewhere.
And to the 3 men convicted.
Anything you would say.
And
It's Friday.
Rebecca Black, 15 years after the song that defined virality, how she stayed strong with a little help from pop star pal Katy Perry in TGIF. Finding salvation in her new hit by the same name. Kicking off a brand new tour. And remembering comedic genius, Ruth Buzzi.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, Prince Harry losing a ruling for increased police protection in a British court. A decision deeply disappointing to the prince, but he says it's his family rift that most needs mending. Here's ABC's chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell.
Tonight, an emotional Prince Harry revealing he's ready to put the deep rift with the royal family behind him. In an interview from his home in California, the former working royal telling the BBC there's no point in continuing to fight.
I would love reconciliation with my family. there's no point in continuing to fight anymore. As I said, life is precious. I don't know how much longer my father has.
Harry saying the king, who's battling cancer, won't even speak to him because of his legal battle to restore full police protection when he visits the UK. Harry devastated at losing his legal appeal today, claiming his father could easily change it.
I thought with all the disagreements and all of the chaos that's happening, the one thing that I could rely on is my family keeping me safe. And not only did they decide to remove my security in the UK, but they also signalled to every single government around the world not to protect us.
Harry says there are ongoing threats against him and his family from extremists, including Al-Qaeda, and that without full police protection, it just isn't safe for him to come back to the UK with his family.
Ian, thank you. We turn now to Kelsey Grammer, the beloved star of hits like Cheers and Frasier. Seemed to have it all. But privately, the Hollywood titan was coping with a devastating loss that's haunted him for nearly 50 years. Here's ABC's Diane Sawyer.
The eccentric, neurotic, hilarious
Copernicus called, and you are not the center of the universe.
Dr. Frasier Crane.
Man talks endlessly on subjects that are of no interest to anyone but him.
Gee, I can't imagine what that's like.
For 20 years, we watched Kelsey Grammer on his own show Frasier, and before that on Cheers, where Dr. Crane was the endearingly pompous misfit in America's favorite bar.
Hello, Sam. Are you people really this ignorant, or do you just do this to torture me?
Sometimes the two go hand in hand.
But all this time we were laughing. We had no idea that the actor in real life was drowning in an undertow of sorrow. His colleagues on Cheers saw him battling cocaine and alcohol.
It's remarkable that I survived some of that. I might be asleep on one of the benches in the Cheers set, and then when it was my turn, I'd just stand up and go do it.
It was tender and touching that they didn't know exactly how to reach you.
Yeah. Well, who could?
Who could heal the brutal loss of a sister you loved more than anything? He's written a book about her called Karen.
She was an Oreo cookie dipped in an ice cold Coca-Cola. She was a poem, a light, fun, innocent, and wise. Brave, a warrior, a sister, the best sister.
And you were older, but you say she was bolder.
She was. I was older, she was bolder.
He the sensitive kid, she the free spirit, urging him toward the adventure of being alive. The two of them had a loving mother, an absent father, and as he, a year older, tried to be the little man of the house, he says, she gave him courage. About Karen, you said, I had trouble seeing the good in myself, but she always did.
Yeah, she was. I don't know why I spent so much time feeling like I was coming up short. And I always felt like I was missing it, you know, just a little bit behind the game, not quite up to it. And she always reassured me I was doing a good job, that I was a good brother.
Eventually, he moved to New York to start his acting career. She traveled west to become an artist, but they stayed close. Then, one night, they'd been talking on the phone, making plans for a holiday visit, when 6 hours later, there was horror. There's a knock on his door. A policeman tells him his sister has been murdered. 1975.
Yeah.
50 years this July.
That's right. Yeah.
As we go back through this odyssey, you tell me if it's something you want to tell or if it's too hard. You'll tell me.
I'm fine to go through some of it, yeah. I had horrors in my mind that were craving the truth, what I knew happened, and to feel her steps, her final steps, to be in her, to be with her.
So he sets out to face all those searing details he tried to block out long ago. The summer, when 3 men on drugs have been raging through Colorado on a killing spree, 7 people murdered, and one night, in an awful randomness, one of them was his sister, an 18-year-old girl standing in the parking lot of the Red Lobster where she worked. The men were going to rob the restaurant and decided the young girl could identify them, forced her into a car. In the book, he tells about reading the searing facts in the long police report for the first time.
Then Karen was put in the back. She was blindfolded at first. She kept saying, please don't let him kill me. Don't let them kill me.
They take her to an apartment.
Yeah.
They rape her.
They put her in a room, in a bedroom, and they went in and took turns with her.
And then they brought her back out and drove her
to this trailer park.
With a 4-inch blade, they struck her over and over. 42 times?
42 stab wounds, yeah.
And that loving brother goes to the site where she was stabbed.
To the Red Lobster where she worked, to the parking lot where she was spotted, to the place where she was stabbed and crawled where she would die.
He learned from the police report how she fought to live while trying to crawl towards help.
She still crawled. Yeah. That was amazing. I'd never read that before, that her, the blood along some of the trailers that she walked along were at 3 feet high, so she was basically on her knees, trying to make her way to some help somewhere.
400 feet.
Yeah.
God, and the life force she had all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm. The fight that she had some real stuff. She was the good stuff.
All these years later, he stood at that crossroads.
I stood where I could not be so many years ago. And I cried out loud like a child whose hope had died.
3 men would go to jail for Karen's brutal murder. Do you feel there's still work to be done to, forgive isn't a strange word to use, but to reconcile?
I think I've done most of the work I can do.
Anything you would say?
I don't think there's anything to say.
And every time there's a parole hearing for the one remaining prisoner, Grammer weighs in.
Unfortunately, I had to face a lot of consequences as a result of his decision, which puts me in the uncomfortable position of saying to him, you go stay in jail. Thank you very much.
And you'll be back again if they have another parole hearing. But after all the decades of suffering and trying to numb the pain, he says he can now feel his sister urging him to write her story and move on from his grief about her death to the beauty of her life.
I spent a long time on her death and very little on her life. And that's what I hope people will take. Spend time on the life you lost. Spend time on the life you shared, rather than the day you lost it. The mission is to heal, but the mission is also to help heal other people. And by introducing them to Karen, it is my hope that they're reintroducing themselves to the loved ones they've lost in the same way.
Dedicated to the radiant girl in his favorite photograph, I was reminded of some lyrics he sang once for a musical about memory and the life still to live.
Let your memories melt into mist. They'll no longer exist in the new world. Bury your pain.
Boy, you sure resurrected something there. I keep this picture by my bed. She's by me all the time. This is your story, Karen. I hope you like it.
Sibling love, it is a powerful thing. Our thanks to Diane. Karen, her brother remembers, goes on sale May 6th. When we come back, we switch gears.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Rebecca Black became a viral pop sensation with Friday. Her new album, she says, is an ode to hyperpop. Welcome back. Rebecca Black's crazy popular hit Friday propelled her to internet stardom at only 13. She's now a little older, wiser, and is still packing fans in on a brand new tour. Here's Nightline's Ashin Singh.
You going in the front and center?
Yeah, we already have tickets there. Popping into it.
You've been getting hounded by fans since you were 13, but yet you still make time to talk to them before your show. Does it ever get old?
No. I mean, I've grown with them, and like sometimes like touching base with people that I've seen grow with me over the years.
Seriously.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and Rebecca Black is still looking forward to the weekend.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
14 years since the release of her debut single, within a month, Friday amassing 30 million views. Rebecca becoming one of 2011's most Googled people in the world. With the world's eyes on her, the 13-year-old also becoming a target for vicious cyberbullying, telling Nightline about the hateful messages she received online.
You're so fat, and you'll never be pretty. You suck at singing.
The song, suddenly the internet's favorite punchline, parodied by Conan O'Brien.
It's Thursday, the day before Friday.
And the annoying orange on YouTube, with 130 million views.
It's Friday, going to TGI Fridays. Everybody's looking for a napkin.
Rebecca's mother telling Nightline why she had to be pulled out of school.
It's hard to go to school when you are so famous and to have kids constantly making fun of what's going on.
There's been a lot of back and forth that I've had internally, but I'm at a place now where like I honestly don't think about it that much.
And Rebecca, despite the bullying, pushing through for her passion. Pop legend Katy Perry taking her fellow Friday friend under her wing, featuring her in TGIF. And releasing an unexpected sophomore single Saturday. Today, she's back on stage, turning 15 minutes of fame into nearly 15 years with a new tour and a new sound.
Tell me a little bit about this new album, Salvation.
I've always had like a fascination with religious terminology and honing in on my own queerness and taking religious themes and like redefining them for queer people to harness them in a way that like can break down some of those terrifying, vitriolic words. Jacking those words in a queer way was really exciting to me.
Her new music? An ode to hyperpop, a new age avant-garde take on the traditional pop genre, like Charli XCX's Von Dutch. Salvation's lead single, Trust.
Does it feel like a moment for you where you are reintroducing yourself to the world in this new sound?
The biggest challenge I've had in front of me for the last few years is reintegrating myself into the minds of people who know me from one thing or another. If there is like a place where it feels like I'm working twice as hard, sometimes it's that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I feel like it was finally the year. Everyone was like, wait, Rebecca Black is the Times. Like, I need to listen more.
I've been following her since like Friday came out, and it just feels like really cool how she's really like became herself.
It heals my inner 19-year-old. I've been a stan since like Friday. I'm just so excited.
What is your relationship with this song?
We've been through a lot, Miss Friday and I. It is the most horrifying thought in the world that by the time you've turned 15, you've done like the most interesting thing that you'll ever do in your life. That, I think, was the thing that really messed with my brain for a few years.
Do you think if you were to release a track like Friday today, do you think that same sort of vitriol and negative reaction that you had initially faced would still be there?
I mean, I would love to sit here and be like, no, absolutely. I don't think that the internet would treat any person in that same way, but go online. There are a million Fridays happening simultaneously at any point in time. I do think it would happen, just in a different font.
Even just hearing you explain it, there's a clarity. Like, how'd you get there?
I don't know if I'm there. Like, I think I have good days and I have bad days. But I know that I'm surrounded by people, not only like my friends and my family and everything, but people I work with only build me up and only encourage me to kind of dig deeper, and who really believe in what I make. And they believe in me.
One of those early believers, still showing up, Katy Perry, inviting Rebecca to open the Lifetime's World Tour.
Join me on the Lifetime Tour.
I think it's so full circle, you know, having the relationship I guess I've had with Katy for so long. She was such like an early supporter of mine, and I really appreciate that she's kind of giving me the opportunity to level up my own show. It feels really, really special.
What would this version of you tell 13, 14, 15-year-old Rebecca who is going through it?
She'd be like, you were right. Screw what anybody else is saying.
Our thanks to Ashen. When we come back, remembering laugh-in actress Ruth Buzzi. And finally tonight, one less laugh maker.
You can keep a secret. I'll tell you how my first 3 husbands died.
Ruth Buzzi's sharp wit and comedy brought laugh after laugh during her decades-long career. Buzzi earned a Golden Globe for Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. In the late 60s and early 70s.
If I'm funny, you will hear me laugh the hardest, which is kind of embarrassing at times, but I don't care.
Buzzi's family saying on social media, the beloved actress died peacefully in her sleep at home in Texas. She was 88 years old. And that's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time Monday. Thanks for the company, America. Have a good and safe weekend.